The Curlewis Golf Club has secured its water future.
This is the Alcoa Point Henry complex, just out of Geelong.
I'm here at Clonard College where the girls are getting right into the Closing the Gap program.
Welcome back to News Geelong this Friday evening. Well, as a city, we're rallying behind our Cats in the AFL, making the top 4 for the 8th time in 11 years. Let's get behind one of the veterans now in James Kelly.
Yeah, personally I really am. I think we're as good a chance as anyone. Our best footy stands up in big games and we've always believed that right from 10 years ago. So yeah, we're really happy about the position we're in and ready for the challenge. Yeah, we talk about that a little bit. Obviously the older guys have been through it quite a bit and played a few finals, and we always talk about the enthusiasm coming from the young guys, and it really does make a difference when the young guys are up and about through the course of a week or on the weekend. It makes a big difference, and as an older player, seeing their enthusiasm sort of gets you up a little bit, so we're really excited. Yeah, good mate, yeah, not bad for an old bloke this time of year, so yeah, I feel good. Yeah, a little bit of a sore ankle at the end of the game, but that settled down really well, and yeah, no drama. It hasn't really changed much. 6-day break and being a bit older, we don't really do much early in the week anyway, so there hasn't been any difference. Looking forward to another good game, yeah. I think there's obviously the big elephant in the room with Hawthorn and our rivalry lately, but I think more than that, it's just, as we spoke about before, it's just another challenge for the finals and another chance to do something special. It sort of, it matters a little bit. It is a bit different. I'd dare say both sides held a little bit back last time in terms of structures and tactics and all that sort of stuff, but you know, it's no holes barred on the weekend. We just go out and have a crack, and I think whether we played last week, 10 weeks ago, it doesn't really make a difference for this week. Yeah, well, that's what we talk about. All year we've talked about our best footy being good enough, but the downside to that is we haven't played our best footy consistently enough, so it's an issue that's been there the whole year, and something that if it happens again this week, we'll be really disappointed, but having said that, if it does happen, we'll stand over it and take ownership for it, but we'll be doing everything we can to make sure it doesn't. I think through the whole time, a lot of those close games, they could have gone either way. We never really thought that we had the wood over them. We thought that we were lucky a few times to win and all that sort of stuff. I don't think missing 1 week's not a huge deal. I think if we're missing sort of 3 or 4, it becomes a bit of an issue just for your training and all that sort of stuff. But missing a week and coming into a first final, you're pretty enthusiastic and ready to go. Probably. I think as good a player as Stevie is, I think everyone takes a bit of time to adjust. But having said that, Stevie lives for September and he really prides himself on playing his best footy at this time of year. So he's got too big of an ego not to play well. So I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah, he's just focusing on getting himself right, and which I'm pretty confident he will be. Yeah.
How's he looking?
He looks good. Yeah, he's trained all week. So, you know, you don't know a lot of the time with Stevie. Sometimes you look at him and you think he looks terrible, and then comes out and has 30 possessions on the weekend. But he's been training. He's ticking all the boxes. He's doing everything that's been asked of him this week. So he'll be fine, I'd say. I think it can be a problem, but I think it's a really good problem to have. During a finals campaign, you have to be ready for injuries and all that sort of stuff. So having depth in your squad can only be good.
Thanks for that, James. Well, we go from the Blue Hoops at Cardinia Park over to the Winchelsea Blues at St Albans Reserve, catching up with one of their netballers in Charis, Stewart.
3 quarters, you were down. You managed to pull out all stops in that last quarter. What do you think made the girls switch into move mode and win that game for you?
Well, from the start, we were really unhappy. From the first quarter to the second quarter, and then we kept, I don't know, I gave them a really big spray, hoping that would bring something out, but it didn't. But then one turnover turned into another, and our defenders were just ruthless today, and as a result, we eventually got it down and crept up slowly, and then
yeah, because Inverleigh started out really strong. The defence work is fantastic, goals and everything, and they seem to be flowing really smoothly for you. With the defence work, like for your goalers, it was hard to adjust, because I did notice that you guys were struggling there in the goal ring against like Kath Mellon.
Yeah, normally our second option is Kat back in goal shooter and Chloe into goal attack, and I move out to the wing, but that didn't work for us today. The holds just weren't working. the front drives weren't happening, so we had to go back to experience, and I am being the oldest player in the team. The experienced player had to...
And the smartest.
Yeah, that's right. We needed brains in there rather than legs, and we just couldn't shoot. So I think nerves got the better of us today.
So do you think it was nerves those first 3 quarters, or do you honestly think that, or do you think it was maybe just they had to get mentally over that?
Nah, completely nerves. We don't normally go out like that. We don't normally start like that. We don't normally give each other the looks like we did today. I don't normally drop balls uncontested. You know, that stuff like that today, I think that was just pure nerves. And today was our grand final. So we looked at today, this was the grand final match. We wanted to win this. And in our head, you could see how excited we were because this was our grand final. And so to us, we've won it.
Yeah, well, through the season, like at the end of the season, like towards 5-6 games, you got stronger and stronger as the weeks went along. So winning this game, taking it to the next step, Bellpost Hill, how do you think? What are you going to do? Same, hopefully not the same what you did today, because you have to start out strong against those guys.
Well, last time we played Bellpost Hill, I only played a quarter. I had a fall and burst a blood vessel. Leash, the other starting 7 player, came off after the first quarter injured.
Oh, she was just tired, I think she told us.
Yeah, so we only played with 5 of our starting 7, and they got a good win on us. But we've come the closest to Werribee. So if we put out what we put out against Werribee and last week and the week before that, not what we put out today, I think we're in with a good chance.
Do you know what I think it will be too? I think it'll be a really close game. I mean, the likes of Kim Munn, at least at the other end, like, you know, to have tapers on those girls is going to be a really hard event for you guys.
Yeah, well, I think their defensive end, they play a zone. And because we're a faster team than Werribee, we don't have the giants up either end. So I think that works for us because we can move the ball much quicker. And all they have on us is a 3-feet defence that puts us under a lot of pressure. So we just need to get the ball in there and shoot. And I reckon we'll be fine.
Well, you know what? If you're taking that attitude into the game, you guys will all do well.
Yeah, and you know what? We plan on growing over the week so we can match the Kim Martin.
Not in height, though?
Yeah. So we don't care. We won today. Next week's a bonus. It's just a bonus for us.
And you know what? You're right. Starting from now, it's all a step up from here, and there's no way down. So, you know, you just put in your best and hope for it, yeah? Yeah. Like, that was our grand final. We're going for drinks. We're done. Next week, we'll just bring what we've got and see how close we can come. Well, as I said, congratulations for today. Well done to all the girls, and good luck for next week. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Cara. Well, we'll be back on this desk from 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on Channel 31 with the GDFL Netball Show, followed by the Footy Show at 8:30. And then News Geelong next Wednesday night on Channel 31. So thank you very much for joining us. And for all those sports fans, go the Catters tonight.
Thank you, Alex, and to you, have a great weekend in this wonderful part of the footy season and local netball, don't forget. Let's take a look at the weather for today and coming days more particularly. Looking at tomorrow, Saturday, mostly sunny with light winds, expecting a top of around 16 degrees. On Sunday, it gets particularly better, patchy morning fog, followed by a mostly sunny afternoon and a top of 17 degrees. On Monday, gets even better on the day that you return to work, mostly sunny with a top of 20 degrees, maybe looking for the shorts. On Tuesday, unfortunately, winter starts to return. It's cloudy with a high chance of showers, with winds easing in a top of 19, whilst on Wednesday it'll be partly cloudy with a shower or 2 and a top of 17. Today we saw cloud clearing to a mostly sunny day. We reached a top spring temperature of 16 degrees at 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's the weather outlook for Geelong and the Surf Coast area in today and the coming weeks ahead. Thank you for being with us again on News Geelong this season on Channel 31 Digital 44, your community television. To Mary Fitzgerald in Newtown, a regular to News Geelong, Mary, take your time and smell the flowers. First one for the new season, Mary. Until next Wednesday evening on News Geelong, stay safe, enjoy your weekend and a very good night.